but that was just so disturbing. Wow. Anyway, what I was going to tell you about, since you were talking about the other things, and maybe you mentioned it because I turned on late, but it's just ending now, but Cranes had an event today, Cranes Next Real Estate, an event, and it was sold out, and it was Cranes Next Real Estate is an insider's look at the future of Detroit real estate and what factors are impacting development in the Motor City's downtown, greater downtown, and neighborhoods. I note that the panelists include Sonia Mays, who's president and CEO of Develop Detroit, Inc. I heard she worked under Kevin Orr, and then she's president of Develop Detroit. But I don't know that much more about her, except I think they're planning a foxy bougie development in my neighborhood. It also has Dan Mullen, president of Bedrock. So, yeah, there are plenty of people sitting around talking about what to do with the city of Detroit, and people should pay attention. But, oh, my heart goes out to that thing in California. I was falsely arrested in California and mistreated by people there. And we talk about that some other time. People lied about me, said I was a threat to San Quentin State Prison, took away my attorney clearance, didn't follow proper procedure, took 4.5 years in a lawsuit to find out big pigs were passing around lies saying I took a parolee to a motel. Really? What's the name of the motel? Such that I was a threat, a la Steve Bingham, George Jackson. George Jackson, the panther that was killed in San Quentin in 1971, and they claimed that his attorney smuggled in a gun and a tape recorder and then gave it to George, who then stuck it in his natural, and that when he came back into the prison, the guard saw the gun, was like, what's that? And supposedly chaos broke out and a number of people were killed. So they've still been covering up that lie for 12 and a half years, right? And this includes, some people wouldn't like to hear this, but Jerry Brown, Kamala Harris, and now Javier Becerra. But anyway, with a case like this, again, it can't bring him back. It doesn't undo the complete injustice and what it sounded like ineptitude on the part of the police.
Yeah.
But I hope John Burris helps this family, because that is just so wrong. It's just awful. It's just awful. Anyway, I thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate the call. R.I.P. Stephon Clark. Let's go to line 4. Al, you're on the air. Talk to us.
What's going on? But hey, you know what, man? I'm coming to find out, man. You live in the world, man, and a lot of times people treat you any kind of way, and then you get upset, they get mad at you. They wonder why you don't want to talk to them, why you critical about them. This is the same. I'm gonna tell you something. It's sad that people don't give you the benefit of the doubt. If anything, that was no more than a civil infraction, and yet and still he loses his life, and these people treat him like garbage, and then gonna say, well, we thought he had this, he had this, he had that, he had any that, and now these guys going around treating him like he was garbage. I'm so tired of the legal system in this country. It's a shame, and I'm just praying for the fans that they can find some kind of peace. I know it won't be hard, but that's sad. And I just want to say, you have a good day, my friend.
Al, thanks for calling. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, when Philando Castile, when I saw the video, and he told him I got a gun and I have a gun, and then because he had to get his ID, and the cop said, don't reach for it. He said, I'm not. He said, I'm not reaching. Then all you hear, bam, 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 bam. And then the baby's in the back seat. That, I was like, I didn't like it, but I could watch that video. Jamar Clark in Minnesota got killed. Sandra Bland. I thought I had been desensitized. But after watching that today, man, I can feel that, man. Like, they killed this. They murdered him. And I don't care how much money the family's going to get. They're not going to get him back. And the kids ain't going to get him back. And more to the point, we don't even have a solution in sight for this. I guess what I'm feeling is that could be any brother I know. If Henry Louis Gates can get arrested for walking into his own home, and Brother Clark can get killed for walking into his own home, well, then that's any one of them. You know what I'm saying? I live in Midtown. I see they put the light on me sometimes. And I say, I live here. I have to say that. Well, I had to say that. I live over here. And then, okay. You know what I mean? But man, wow. Let's go to line 1, Terrence. You're on the air. Talk to me.
Rodman, man. First I want to say, what is your, Mr. Bullock, what is your extended wait time for people to, comment on your show? I'm just asking, what is typical, and how long do you really like to have people wait?
Let's go to line 3, Dave. You're on the air.
Hey, brother, how you doing? Thanks for taking my call, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Brother, what we just witnessed again and time, and it was a fabricated murder. They fabricated the whole thing. Police officers who rush to a scene as a person with a gun, they always get back. Just like the young boy, Tia Rice.
Right.
Had a gun.
Right.
Because he had a gun. And listen, this ain't no John Wayne shit.
Right.
You don't rush. If there's a person got a gun, you set up, you complain. Period. You don't rush in like John Wayne. And so they only do that to people who don't have a gun. If you don't have a gun, they'll rush in. They'll rush in. But if they say that you get out, if they really think out there, it's all about containment. That's the policy.
Right.
So when we just witnessed was a murder, and they say, well, he turned to them. Well, he turned to him because they called out to him. So of course you don't turn, huh? And then you look at the fucking story, they don't go in. They easily would drop whatever he had. Because they would have hit the floor, he would only have 5 minutes in him. You know, two comply. That's murder, man.
Right.
I want to know. I want to see where these broken car windows are. Because this is the way the system is. They don't fabricate the phone call. They don't fabricate everything. Just bring the hell and send a helicopter out for broken windows. You know how much it costs to send
Right. I mean, so much. Man.
I have a boat. You know how much it costs me to run my boat? Now I have a helicopter. You know how much that is? It's over $1,000 to send out for somebody some childhood vandalism shit.
Right.
They sell $8,000. It's not. I mean, do it real, man. We better wake the hell up and understand this fabricating everything from the telephone to so-called witnesses that can't produce everything. And look, how many more letters we looking for this? And then I'm going to you look at those points when I just don't stop.
Hey,
that's true.
Hey, Dave, man, thanks for calling, man. I feel it. I feel the pain. Let's go to line 4, Otis.
Yes, how you doing? Otis Mathis from African Town, 48217. A lot of times, I think when we have this conversation, we should definitely have the fact. The brother got murdered. There's no doubt about it. That's a fact. But the reason why they had a helicopter, because they could afford to do it. It's not what it costs.
Right.
We got to think what it costs. Those white folks could afford that helicopter in that neighborhood. And what had happened was there were people breaking into cars. That night, somebody broke a house window, and that amped up the fear. Someone could physically get hurt, a voter, most likely in that community. But when that person took off running in the helicopter, you can see on video following the person. But when the person made the dash and whatever, and the brother came out, because at first I didn't know he was black or white. I assumed he was white because the person was running looked like he was white. That broke that window that out.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he came out, if you look at the video, he never turned towards them. He just happened to step out, and they said, drop the gun, bam, bam, bam. At the same time, they started shooting. But the brother didn't live there. The brother was checking on his grandfather, and he always go to the back, knock on the window, and the granddaddy hit the button to open up the garage door so he could come in. And so it was a routine for him checking on his grandfather.
Right.
So he was in the right place at the right time, taking care of his grandfather.
Right.
It makes no difference what his past history was.
Right.
And then when they decided to mute, those police officers decided to mute their video cameras, that right there, you want to ask the question, what is going on? Why did they mute those cameras? Mute the video, not the video, but the voice on those cameras. Cameras still going, you no longer can hear what they was talking about, putting that scheme together. And another thing, and I'm going to end this, as you notice, this year they talked about the decrease in police murders. Now you see an increase in police murders. So I think blackface, no more black folks are saying, if you're going to take me out, we all going down together. And so you're starting to see that, looking at the numbers now. What is it, about 16 so far this year? It was like way up the whole time last year. And so you're seeing folks say, we going to have to take this. And some of the other black folks, they say, we got to take it. They're going to kill us anyway. Well, let them know if they want to do it, we're gonna go down fighting. And that's the sad part about it, because innocent officers are getting killed for something like these crazy officers are doing. And now with this technology and video, where you can see them mute the sound, it makes you think they killed that brother because they looked at the video. He never turned towards them. He just had to walk past the edge of the house, as you normally do. Was going to go knock on the window, and his granddaddy hit the button, open the garage door. You go in and check on him.
Right.
So now, how many young people
are going to be in it? Well, look, I mean, Otis, man, I thank you for calling. I appreciate the call. I mean, I think you're saying what we feeling. This can happen to anybody. But the nation's talking about Trump and Biden. Let's go to line one, Beulah Walker.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Brother Bullock.
How are you?
Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling.
Would you do us a favor one day? Could you do a show on patriarchy? I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but all this boils down to patriarchy. And I'm apologize if I'm offensive to anyone, but black men don't understand patriarchy. They don't understand patriarchy, and they don't know what it means. And so, which is basically protecting your establishment, protecting your community. I just think maybe one day you could do a show on patriarchy, and that'll help us understand how much they don't like our community. I hear so many men of color say, I don't care about white supremacy. I don't care about how they feel. I'm just going to go and take care of my family and do what I have to do. But it's a whole structure of patriarchy. You have all these senseless killings for no reason because they don't like us. We're target practice. But I think you should do a show on patriarchy so black men can understand that it's more, it's deeper. You just can't keep ignoring what they're doing to us.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a chance to do it. Thank you, beautiful, for calling. Patriarchy. Patriarch. Right? Abraham was the patriarch, the father. Patriarchy. Let's put the E on it. Patriarchy. Let's go to line 5. Marcia, you're on there. Talk to us.
Oh, well, Pastor, thank you so much for taking my call.
Thanks.
You know, in Austin, they had the bomber. They were tracking him. They did not move car up, shoot tires out. They knew who he was. Okay? And so another point is that, Rebel, we got to start. I know old against the young, but I had 2 neighbors who did not have children. That we are losing our wealth in probate court. You know, when I was in Memphis, people in my neighborhood, we